Local idealists throw in the trowel.
Nipping disagreements in the butt.
An in-depth look at springtime curbside giveaways.
And a tantalizing review of the latest flower essences.
All that in Graunya Holsen with weather.
I'm Roni Satori.
And I'm Roni Krouzman.
And this is Fax News.
In local news, a young Fairfax couple decided to scrap their plans to start an organic garden this past weekend and go to Rick Smith's pool party instead. Jamie Bender and Caleb Kuhn spent 2 hours moving rocks, hauling compost, and turning soil before they realized growing their own food would prove just too difficult. Now, initially, Bender and Kuhn had planned to create a garden large enough to feed themselves and their friend Jamie, who is squatting on their land in a yurt.
Hey, teepee.
Maybe even have some extra to trade for their friend Tanya's homegrown honey. They now hope to grow enough mint for their annual 3-day Moroccan cleanse.
So growing your own food actually takes work.
Yes, Raina, I've done some research. It actually takes a lot of work. It turns out you have to put in hundreds of hours of physical labor just to get a few tomatoes.
Really?
Yes, and it takes 60 to as many as 90 days, it turns out, for any food to appear at all.
My God, that long.
Yes, Raina.
Well, I can't say I blame our young couple for throwing in the trowel, so to speak.
Neither can I.
In regional news, the movement to ban the word but and mandate the use of the word and at all times is gaining steam. Now, for years, the word but has made many Northern Californians uncomfortable by implying people might actually disagree with one another from time to time. As in, sweetie, that potluck sounds fun, but it's so hot out. Why don't we go to the beach? Banning the word but, proponents contend, will make sure everyone always gets along and nip those kinds of unevolved disagreements in the butt.
But, Raina, what...
and, Ronnie.
Yeah, but Raina...
And.
Okay, but, and... Isn't that being negative to tell people they can't say a word? Be sure to stay tuned to Fax News as we stay on top of this story and continue our ongoing coverage of Northern California's systematic restructuring of the English language. Now it's time for Fax News in depth.
With us in the studio today is reuse enthusiast Todd Dunwoody. How are you doing today, Todd?
Good, thanks. It's Dunwoody. Todd Dunwoody.
Dunwoody?
Dunwoody.
Dunwoody.
Now, Todd, you're a big believer in curbside giveaways. Tell us more about that.
Well, reuse is one of the cornerstones of the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. And I noticed that a lot of stuff just goes thrown away into landfills.
But Todd, aren't these free boxes just a veiled attempt at throwing away trash that's masquerading as generosity?
Well, no, I think that, you know, there's a lot of ways that you can reuse things. You can repurpose things, like what could have been a broken mop, you could use as a javelin, for instance.
Todd, the other day I'm walking by, I'd see a stack of 20-year-old National Geographics and a Windows 95 user guide. What am I supposed to do with that?
Oh, that's good. I just picked up a vintage 1995 PC the other day in a free pile, and it didn't have the manual. See, right there. And then the National Geographics, that's easy. I would read them all, and then probably line my snake's cage. I have a snake. Other people might have a dog or puppies. They could line it with that. You could also make lots of colorful paper airplanes. Right there. I mean, just the other week, I was walking by the park, and I saw this sweater on the lawn. And
I was going to comment on that. That's a nice sweater.
This was free. Can you believe that?
Wow.
It's fun. I like to ride my bike and see what's curbside every day on my way to the pet shop where I work.
This is Fax News in depth. I'm Roni Krouzman. This was Todd Dunwoody. Thanks for joining us.
Up next, health and wellness correspondent Lily Amy Oglesby will share the latest on the season's flower essences.
But first, let's go to meteorologist Graunya Holsen with this week's weather. Graunya?
Well, folks, this week will start off rather steady, but accept abrupt changes by midweek. Let's go to the forecast. Monday's high will be 75 with sunny skies. Tuesday will be sunny skies with a high again of 75. Wednesday, it will be sunny and 75 degrees. But now Thursday, here's where it gets interesting. Fax News is predicting a 30% chance the temperature will rise to 77 degrees on Thursday. So get ready to crack those greenhouse windows a bit more. But don't worry, We'll be back to perfectly comfortable 75 degrees again for Friday and the rest of the month. This is Graunya Holsen reporting live for Fax News. I gotta go to my yoga class.
Up next, our countdown to every Northern Californian's reason for living, Burning Man. Tip of the week? Get out there and explore those free lingerie boxes because you don't want the dregs of the panty drawer.
Sure don't, Raina.
Joining us now in the studio is Fax News health and wellness correspondent Lily Amy Oglesby. Lily, we hear you've got the scoop on some incredible new flower essences.
I sure do, Raina. It's a new line from the Bach flower essences called I've Come Upon Tough Times. Some of my favorites include I didn't pay my taxes and the IRS is after me. That's a good one for folks in Fairfax. Another one of my favorites is I just saw my ex-partner with my current partner. Shit. I've used that one several times already.
I'd like to try that one, Lily, actually.
Yeah, I've used it a lot already. What did I just say? Bing! And
is there a repeating yourself tincture?
There sure is. That's why I just did that little bing moment. It was, there's a repeating myself tincture. Bing. I can't stop. Another favorite is, I've got an unfortunate speech impediment and I wish it would go away.
Oh, you mean like this one? Like this?
That's right, Raina.
Like this?
This really obnoxious thing that some people have. It's so unfortunate.
It's so very hard to focus.
So
when
funny.
People talk like that.
It's really true. But luckily, I have the speech impediment essence, which I'm going to give an example of how this would work.
That's amazing!
Wow, I'm able to articulate so clearly now. It's incredible. I don't even recognize myself or my speech patterns. Actually, I'm kind of frightened. That's happened once or twice, but for the most part, don't worry, folks and friends. Now, Raina, I do have another one here that I thought you might be interested in. This one is called, I need to get body work, but I don't really have enough money.
Oh, that's amazing.
Would you like to try it?
I'd love a massage, thank you.
What? No.
Well, that's Lily Amy Oglesby for this week. Thank you, folks.
It's time now for Fax News Sports. Joining us in the studio, Jimmy Magiasis, Fax News Sports correspondent. Thanks for joining us, Jimmy.
Thanks, Ronnie. Respect.
Respect. What's going on this week in sports?
So what we have today is a matchup between Lily Oglesby and Erica Hotlek.
All right, let's go to the videotape. Break it down. Jimmy, what's happening here?
Well, Lily right now is grounding into her third chakra, and she's going to just devastate Erica with her finesse and power.
It seems to really be helping with the downward dog here.
Yes, it is. She's taken her warrior into a whole new level I've never seen before. It's actually amazing to see a rookie perform so high.
Almost past life stuff going on here.
Yeah, I would say karmic stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Now, what about Erica? She seems to be flailing a bit. What's happening? Break it down.
Yeah, you know, I kind of don't see any sort of grounding cord coming out of her first chakra. And it's, you know, I'm just checking in right now, and I just see kind of a pool of blood surrounding her.
Okay, so it looks like Lily's going to win this one. What does Erica have to do to pull it off by the end of the season?
The only thing I can see happening is if she pulls a Tanya Harding on Lily.
Okay, you heard it. Jimmy Magiasis, Fax News Sports. Thanks for joining us. I'm Roni Krouzman. This is Fax News.
Thanks for joining us on another edition of Fax News.
You can find us online at YouTube at Fax News Fairfax.
And be sure to join us next week for another recap of the week's news.
Plus a special segment we're calling Please Let Go of Me.
Our in-depth look at New Age hugs.
I'm Roni Krouzman.
And I'm Rana Satori.
And this is Fax News.
Please let go of me. Please. Stop hugging me. Stop hugging me. This is uncomfortable.
Now, initially, Bender and Coons had planned to create a garden large enough to feed themselves and their friend Jamie, who was squatting on their land in a yurt. I know, but yurt is funnier.
You said that in the background. It's a teepee, damn it. It's a teepee.
That would be good.
Yes, yes.
So what's up in sports this week?
Not since the epic battle between Lord Krishna and George W. Bush have we seen a battle for the ages. Kali, the goddess, has incarnated into something that I'm not going to say because I'm fucking up.